Namaste. This slide is about epilepsy. Epilepsy is the major cerebral problem, and in this, there is deterioration in the cerebral function. Epilepsy is also confused with terms like convulsions, tremors. So these all jerks, and these all are the terms which are comes under the epilepsy. But there are minor difference in these terms. So the definition of epilepsy is any disorder characterized by recurrent unprovoked seizures. In this, it is unprovoked. Unprovoked means it is unintentional. The patient does not want to, but it occurs. So it is unprovoked seizures and recurrent. It occurs regularly at one time, two times. So it is recurrent unprovoked provoked seizures. Now next one is a seizure is a transient disturbance of cerebral function due to abnormal paroxysmal neuronal discharge in the brain. So as we all know, any movement in our body occurs by the neurotransmitter that is secreted in our body. These neurotransmitters help in movement. There is recurrent unprovoked seizure, so there is the disturbance of the cerebral function in the brain. Classification is this is very beautiful chart which you can see in this slide, that is classification of the epilepsy. It is divided in three parts. One is focal, generalized, and another one is unknown. In unknown, the cause is unknown, that's why it is known as unknown, and the classification under unknown is the epileptic spasm. Then focal is of two types: simple partial seizures and complex partial seizures. And generalized is absence seizures, atypical absence, myoclonic seizures, eyelid myoclonus, tonic-clonic seizures, status epilepticus. This tonic-clonic seizures is also known as is also the type of eclampsia which occur during the pregnancy. So tonic-clonic type of seizure. Now the information in this slide is given about the focal seizures. So this all is about how the focal seizure is. So it is a clonic type of seizure and its frequency is 2 to 3 hazard. Focal motor symptoms, and there are many symptoms under this focal seizure, that is focal motor symptoms, somatosensory symptoms, special sensory symptoms, autonomic symptoms. These are all the abnormal types of symptoms which occur in the focal seizures. Now these are the terms which is dysphasia, dysmenesic symptoms. So these all occur in the autonomic symptoms. Now next one is the focal seizures with discongenitive features. In this focal seizure, the first point is awareness about the thing, that there is the signal and the signal is coming. This awareness is impaired in this patient if the spread is in the temporal lobe. Patients stop and stare blankly, often blinking repeatedly, making smacking movement of their lips or displaying other automatism such as pricking at their clothes. So this picking at their clothes, biting their lips, blinking repeatedly, these all are the symptoms of the focal seizures with discongenitive features. Now next one is the absence seizure. Absence seizure is begins in the childhood at the age of 4 to 8 years, ceases by 20 years, sudden brief loss of unconsciousness without loss of postural control. So there is loss of consciousness, but the patient knows how to behave. The patient forgets about the mental consciousness. Then last only for a few seconds, and this is also known as unexplained daydreaming, that the patient is daydreaming and there is no proof what he or she is saying. Next one is hyperventilation can provoke these EEG changes and seizures attack. Next one is atypical absence seizure. These all are the type of focal epilepsy. So the atypical absence seizure is more marked changes in tone or attack may have a more gradual onset and termination than an atypical absence seizure. So majorly in this the patient comes with a multiple seizure, and the seizure comes and goes gradually, but the time limit of atypical absence seizure is less than the absence seizure which we have studied earlier. Now next is myoclonic seizure. This myoclonic seizure starts in the adolescence, and it is not progressive disorder, but there is just impairment in the consciousness of the patient. The intelligence does not affect this. Now next one is most frequent in the morning after awakening and can be provoked by sleep deprivation. So if the patient will not get the enough of sleep, then the myoclonic seizures increases in its intensity. Now next is tonic-clonic seizure. So tonic-clonic seizures shows the status epilepticus status occur in the pregnancy. The jerking of the body, in this there is a sudden jerk, that is the clonic phase, and in the tonic phase there is a sudden loss of consciousness. So first there is a sudden loss of consciousness, the patient becomes rigid, but there is the arrest of respiration. Then the clonic phase come. In clonic phase come there is jerking of the body. The patient moves his hands, the fist is tightly closed, and the teeth there is chances of tongue biting in this tonic-clonic seizures. Now next one is status epilepticus. This is the most common type of the convulsion that is seen in the epilepsy, and it is most common in children. 30% of patients presenting with status epilepticus are having their first seizure, and 40% of these later develop epilepsy. So the chances of developing epilepsy after status epilepticus is very much high. Now next one is about the atonic seizures. These are the type of seizures having the loss of muscle tone, and the patient is conscious in this. Now next is epileptic spasm. In this there is flexion or extension of predominantly proximal muscles. So there is flexion and extension of the muscles. Now next one, these all are the type of epilepsy. Now the history of epilepsy, then clinical feature. The clinical feature is the aura common, complex automatism, behavioral arrest, unilateral posturing, postural disorientation, memory loss, dysphagia. Now next one is MRI finding. We can find small hippocampus, small temporal lobe, enlarged temporal horn. In history we can see febrile seizures, family history of epilepsy, early onset, rare generalized seizures. Seizures may remit and reappear. Seizures often intractable. Now next one is the pseudo seizures. So pseudo seizures are the non-epileptic seizures. They stimulate convulsion but not result of an abnormal neuronal discharge. So this pseudo seizures are also known as the hysteria. This hysteria is the term which we will later learn. So this comes in your syllabus also. Then there is unusual seizure. Now the incidence of epilepsy, so it starts at the age of 16 years. Seizures having focal features clinically, EEG showing a focal seizures sources, control of seizures difficult or deterioration. So this is all about the epilepsy and the type of the epilepsy. Thank you. For any query you can comment in the comment section.